morning, my people, and welcome to Football Mede podcast by the Republicans. And of course, my name is Jovita Eke. As usual, we bring better comfort at this Bungilicious podcast. I get my guys from inside studio to talk about Emmanuel Atan, of course, Onokala Onyebuchi. How are they now?
Good morning, Jovita.
Spread the love. 6 days to Valentine.
No, be small, spread the love.
Yeah,
anyway, shall we get down to business? And of course, one of the trending matter where they on ground, now the one we consign our very own Victor OSIMHEN. And of course, talk where they on ground, we say Manchester United say then go match the British court transfer of Chelsea, where they carry go pay for Enzo Fernandez to take bring Victor OSIMHEN come England to Manchester United because of the way we say he carried the ginger for the Serie A this season. 16 goals so far, brace for weekend against Spezia, and of course, it's still the ginger where. But then they also look at two other players, Ansu Fati and Harry Kane. But then they said their priority right now, the man what they call Victor OSIMHEN.
How much they won't bring?
107 million pounds.
That be the British record.
They won match him.
Make I tell you something. Last year, January, Newcastle will bring 100 million pounds to sign OSIMHEN. Napoli turn them down. Like, they say the call when you call the owner not take 2 minutes, say it's not for sale. Last year, January. Imagine this season. Highest goal scorer, form, Napoli if he win league. In stock don't go very, very, very high. And if you know the Laurentiis, that one amount, you know they deal with that man. When he says he's not, so the good news about him, last year, he pay Napoli debt. Napoli they won £1 like this. So he no get push to sell. Because him one day very ambitious. I mean, Napoli win the league, win the Champions League, and win the rest. So it go hard for you to push OSIMHEN come out. We get long-term deal right there for Napoli. If you don't get at least one start conversation, like 150 to start, 9 to start, later you go start to increase. While I go the boy they in good form right now. They enjoy in football well. The Napoli team don't mix. The blend makes sense. Youth and also experience, and also they get coach we understand Victor OSIMHEN very very well. And the good thing about him is say he no need to do the game for him to score goals. In the enter the game, him na workaholic. He can never stop. Footballer. See, if man you want them, great for Nigeria. Because this guy, they 24 years old, still playing football, and the kid will be 30 this year. Fat in a winger, they get wingers already. There will be other million part that they sign Antonia from, wherever they sign her from. So if they want to sign OSIMHEN, good, I go appreciate them, good money. But if they don't get 150 million pounds, then go sleep.
But then you go talk, say, Victor OSIMHEN from Napoli to Manchester United for that kind of bogri, if at all it materialize. But then you know, feel saying too much pressure. You won't put on top himself, so
better pressure. Because one, I will give reasons why I no go even support them to come England right now because English media they be like hyenas, you know. So they wait. Hyenas now they call them for pigeon, not be hyenas. So they wait. These are those. So they wait. You need to be like how do you call them? Ellen Allen Pro Max before they no go talk to you. Say you score 16, 17 goals for Italy, come England. You need to score like times 2 of those goals. If you match line, they go swing you. They go talk against you, say who you be. So making just day at 24, you get a lot of things to do. Play Champions League, stay for in Italy, enjoy football, stay with Napoli. Napoli not buying from France, come make you enjoying game. And just as Labat talk, the only thing when maybe say no be Antonia and Anthony. So for how do you call them from PSV, the only thing be say the good thing be
from
say
Ajax.
Napoli, they ambitious. They champions, they top the table. Who say they no go fit, go far? So,
but then we don't see OSIMHEN journey from Belgium to France, France to Italy, and now England don't come calling. You know, if you say it go good for him to spend at least one more season for Italy before he make this kind.
I'll give you exclusive. When he did Leo, he won't spend one more season in Leo. Like me and him when we talk the night, so he won't sign for Napoli. He don't want to come out. The president of Lille tell him, Baba, this money is too good. Lille signed this guy was 70. Napoli signed was 71 million pounds. Huge money, African record at that time. He don't want to go. Then guys book private jet 3 times. First time he go talk to the notice, he say he come back. Second time he carry him babe go. Third time, now he tell him, say, Baba, this money is good. We love you, Victor OSIMHEN, but it's your time to leave. He don't want to go. That now why in first of all, Italy not really do well because mentally no they fit for Italy. And also you can get a nerve injury. So can't time in football, whether you like, you won't go, you know, go. If the money is good, you move. And also, you can never add pressure and Victor OSIMHEN the same sentence. Person who don't see the height of poverty. Person don't carry water for road, suffer, enter boots or motor, go Abuja, go train. This guy, then they prone. He don't they wait for this fame. And football, they in body. This guy, they fear, they're very fearless. So no matter the amount you put for in head, OSIMHEN go tell me son, say, more, put me with that pitch, at least I go score one goal. If I don't score one goal, I go assist. That's the question about being a striker. He know they stop. He keeps on trying. So pressure does not work for OSIMHEN because he didn't body already to blow. And now we don't see him. So no matter the amount they buy him, we don't have £4 billion. Bro, this guy go deliver. He's meant to be a great player.
Make a sharply before we go the other topic with you on ground. Now Harry Kane is 29. This guy is 24. Harry Kane, all in life now England. The only thing where Harry Kane never win since his starting career now trophies. But then Harry Kane, Victor OSIMHEN.
I'll go for Victor OSIMHEN for age differences. Harry Kane, they okay. At least now in time, now in village, now in know the English football culture very well. So, but for age, for person who will give you better service provider and long-term project, you go for Victor OSIMHEN.
First time in my life, I'll agree with this guy. First time, I will be the last time. I'm sure.
All right, not be sponsored team, but then make we sharply enter the one we concern Manchester City. Lots of problem. Monday, everybody wake up to wahala here and there. With a hear of financial wahala, we relate to revenue, we relate to UEFA regulations, where them break, we relate to about 100
breaches, 100
rule breaches where we say Man City do
100.
But then the yarn where they come up from inside the Etihad be say, if these people go face some of these consequences of their actions, say Pep Guardiola go jump ship.
He talk Pep been talking. Was it last season when UEFA 2020 when they be suspend them? He talk about in press when talk say in they tell the owner say if them do any mago say him go come out because him no like mago. But the same Pep there is the player up and down, the same player up and down. My problem with him is they take this image don't take like how many years?
But these things will happen before he came.
In the year to when it happened, it's part of the problem.
It's from 2009 to 2018.
Whether you did 1 year or 2 years or 2 days, your name still there. Maybe you're not in charge of those when you negotiate, but you want some players. They're not going to blame him personally, but also it's still part of the process right there. This is going to take how many years? Like how many years? 4, 5, or 6 years?
Yeah.
Why so long?
And apart from that one, they say that Haaland deal, they say no pure. Waiting with a year, no be waiting then.
You know what, Jane? About all these things, see, football right now, the politics where they involve in football, they crazy. I don't think come and contact and say do City this, do City that because don't in the Premier League today at fault. Like why it go take you like
4
years for you to know say these people they guilty? Why are you waiting so much long? If you get proof, search them since. Why are you waiting? Or maybe they will make they plenty so they go fit enter them well. And according to good people say we get nothing happen this season. Anything won't happen with City like will be next season. So this season they are good. And also they say maybe the only point deduction they go fit get. So the politics
expulsion from the league.
Which expulsion? No, sexy. If they expel Manchester City, I expel myself. I will never do a podcast here again. This on live. So nothing will happen. They will play the politics with City. They will just pay money like you pay or UEFA. They give them 2 years suspension UEFA. How much they pay? £31 million?
Apart from that, they spend like few months, then they go court of arbitration for sports.
Bro, right see, the politics that goes down in England, not mago, politics. Who no man, City will be fine. Don't worry at the end of the day. Don't get it like 10, 15
you feel say City now the only team, or you feel say na kind of beef.
And Liverpool.
You feel say City now the only team where they're guilty of all these breaches, or you feel say if the Premier League really want their fair, if they should put, there are more teams where go for
victims, yeah. But I feel say for now, the Man City now they find themselves as a scapegoat. They don't use them as a scapegoat. Don't forget say they get this kind of similar issue back 2020. But they get very, very good lawyer who fight the case for them. They win the case, but this time around, I did very, very sure say they're not going to escape because the charges they plenty. They did like 100 count charges, and of course they're ready for them. And again, what even pain the investigators, people who carry out this torchlight informate, say Even Man City, no even agree cooperate to them. So a lot of things they at stake. Say the least will even happen to them. Now say point deduction. Easy. But just as Laba talk, other one will be next season. And again, a lot of things they around Man City management. The coach don't threaten say if he go be so and all these things are true. Him go like put in hand for a red oil in a clean man. He go pack in Kaya Waka come out. So plenty things. And when Pep Guardiola come out, he get some of his own loyalty. Some of the actors in backroom strikes they go on like follow and come out because one thing about coach, they're not going to like make your CV they stain. So a lot of problems for Man City. But again, they bank on their lawyers. The guy will win the case for them the last time 3 years ago or 2020. So they believe in the guy. But are they very sure say this time around those charges too much and they're not going to escape them. It be like big water, big ocean. I don't think swim pass.
Why you feel say the Premier League waited 4 years before they formally come out and accuse Man City?
Because it's not big boys. City are big boys. Their owners get money. City are big boys. If this thing them for
you know, feel say they won't hit them where it go pain them most.
City are big boys. Them no, they don't investigate City for the reason why City owners they don't even agree with them. Say get out. When it costs, we go pay. Where say even City when they pay their sponsor to sponsor them. See when money day, Baba confidence go day. Now we City they like their money day. They say okay, bring it on. Bring it on. You give me 2 years suspension. I give you £20 million. Forget about the deal. Whether I would like them or not, they are very, very comfortable. I see their press release they do after this something. If you read them, the press release, and their president type and write down by himself, the confidence when they for that press, but like nothing they saw. They know the system. These guys have been in the game for a long time, whether I would like them or not. So then they're very, very confident. If not Italy, this thing happen. They would not suspend him since. You know, it won't take 1 year. See Juventus, they need to Juventus again. They don't carry them go back, but we went on too much. They don't do all those mago. Their own deep gone. But City too, but
almost similar to City.
These guys cannot do business and not get covered up. Trust me, they are not stupid.
Juventus they are not involved with match fixing and
they're not stupid. I don't know
that was back some
Juventus
years back.
Is deeper. City on be say the problem is say they need to really spend the money at the end. They go tell me
apart from that, they say they no declare the managers.
What? They pay more.
You get many things. You get many things. They declare. Yeah, players.
At the end of the day,
personal terms.
At the end of the day,
they are not. Players
they are saying they are making this kind of money where they are obviously not. They say that City get most revenue for England. How? From stadium sales. Then they won't sell it about Aston Villa. Are you kidding me?
They don't even sell rich.
They sell more than Manchester United and they get the more revenue? How? Then pump in numbers inside. The problem is spend the money you earn. They are not. They inflate their figures. That's the issue.
All right, no be small something on top of that inflation of figures. Make we go to our final yarning point. This lovely, wonderful podcast. It concerns the man what they call Mason Greenwood. Now we don't hear say they don't drop charges against them and all that one. But then the talk where they come out from inside Manchester United dressing room, they say the players say not integrate this guy back into the team because it could derail our season. How this one will carry effect, if at all, they decide to bring him back because they say they want Shukai. According to them, they say Man United go first Shukai put for inside waiting actually happen, even though they don't drop the charges against this guy. But then the players say no bring him back, it go derail our season.
I feel saying a beef from the players to Mason Greenwood.
Because when this thing happen, they first of follow him.
Mason Greenwood not pure
without
talent.
even hearing his own side.
Everybody try to stay pure because you go shooking leg for gutter when they suppose shooking gutter. So and people don't want to associate themselves with dirty. So if you say this guy don't go do dirty thing, you understand? So please, I go.
Then what happens to innocent?
Now, where they don't drop the charges, now they don't come touch light. Say okay, Muku say whether they're really guilty. But again, the management of Manchester United no finance, they don't have pure talent. Our own boy, English boy, we're not going to let them die like that. You understand? Muku bring her come back to the team and. Most of these players or some of these players where they talk say no bring her come this team. Now players where they say if on a good day psychologically make I use that English word Mason Greenwood they balance and ready to play. Some of those players go they bench. I always talk and say if I go call pure English talent in my years on air to I don't follow football waka. I feel say if I mention the likes of Paul Gascoigne, the likes of Joko, the likes of what it be this Arsenal guy. We don't stop football. This Arsenal guy we play with them Fabregas. We are called no let them. Those are pure talent. Before you go, you understand? before you go join after the podcast. I go remember the game before you go call Mason Greenwood. So those natural talent, in as much as they shook their leg for inside bad gutter, will nothing happen. They go need club, they go need society to help them. So now Manchester United don't say we will go help the guy come back to the team. So the players, the players talk say they don't want time. It's inconsequential. Now, waiting the management or the coach, what if they say this guy not talent, I go be part of our team, go be part of our team.
Most times when things like this happen, we dey notice say the club sides they always stand up for the side of the player.
Yes.
This boy is just 21. Why you feel say Man United, which means they believe say the guy they guilty. Why you feel say they no stand by him?
Sexy. Make I read.
Why then distance themselves?
Make I read the statements where they release for this case. They talk say the charges against Mason Greenwood was discontinued after key witness withdrew their involvement. Discontinued after the witness withdraw. He was not guilty. You know, go trial. If
but
witness,
the charges were dropped, yes
they
or
are
no?
dropped.
The
It
key
was-
witness,
no,
when
no,
key
no.
witness, you carry case since almost
Sexy.
2 years, you decide to drop it.
If
There's something fishy there.
There's something fishy. I don't get the right to come and say what is fishy.
Yeah.
But obviously something was wrong. If say the matter now go court and Greenwood was declared not guilty, no issue. Process. But key witness will accuse you. We see those videos and those tapes.
Yeah.
So bad. I not be the kind of person where they put mouth or rape, sex assault because different angles,
Yeah.
different things can happen. So I have no rights or no obligation to try to analyze it. But this matter, something wrong happened. If say Greenwood get innocent, it no go hard for United to come out and say back to being our player. Then this statement talk say them go still do their own internal investigation. Why are you investigating again when something is obviously wrong? See, for Greenwood, I wish him the best of luck. If man you want bring him back, fantastic. Like at that talk, one of the best English talents. It's a Greenwood still there. Nobody go know Anthony. Greenwood is a fantastic player. But players too, human beings too, make useless decisions.
Yeah.
One shot will mess up your entire life. In the very, very lucky. Number one, saying they young. Number two, the case don't use take drop. Number three, saying get another chance. A lot of people they want another chance for this life.
They don't see.
Him don't get another chance. And they hope at the end of the day, even if he don't play on Manchester United, he go play ball, obviously. Make him take this good chance and be a good
Still
person.
on that thing go play ball, where go be the best destination for him? Because whether we like him or not, stigmatization, don't they? They don't stigmatize him as a rapist. But then in the talk, we hear something about China, it go good for him to go elsewhere, go continue, or make a fight to stay back for inside England.
I believe I will use the Evans to know that Evans story. We go jail to come out. Adams too.
Yeah.
They went back to the championship. Championship now lower division. So the pressure will be off your mind. At least you come back for mentally and then come back to the main league. For me, because if you still continue for England, the most looked after league where everybody eye take day, that thing no go ever come out. See, sexy without till when in there no go ever come out. Now about him brain now, where you want play, where you no play. If they're very strong mentally,
Psychologically,
he can survive. The beauty in our football be say, no matter I tell you, player they score goal, fans go forget. If Green would come now, they score goals for Manchester United. They score 2 or 7. Fans go forget anything where you be.
But
now
as
back
long as
consistency.
you are a rape, that tag don't day.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult.
But I feel say make it just come up for England, particularly than a championship or Premier League. Make it come up for England because too much media is there. Making good teams like make go league like a German league or French league. Play one of the top teams. They're one of
German
the
league
top
no go
clubs.
take
You
am
understand? And play Champions League. Come advance themselves to the European stage again. Maybe United fans and even United fee forget them, or they can send him on loan. If you forget about the case and get their player back.
All right. On top of that one, now here we go to pause on top football Mede podcast by the Republicans this Ogbongelicious Day. Make an enjoyment to ourselves. Don't forget to subscribe Football Republic NG on top our YouTube channel. We do on top all social media platforms. And of course, now here we go say bye-bye. May God bless you now.
Football
Football Republic.